Hello chess lovers, I have an interesting game for you played by Robert Fischer against Sherwin James. The game was played in 1957 and at that time Fischer was 14 years old. Let's see how good he was at that time. Fischer started with e4 and his opponent went for Sicilian defense, knight f3, e6, the French variation, d3. Fischer goes for the closed Sicilian, knight c6, g3, knight f6, bishop g2, bishop e7, white castles, black castles, knight bd2, rook b8, preparing this b5, b4 break, rook e1, d6, c3, preventing any knight d4 move, and at the same time white can even play d4, and we see that after b6, yes, white goes for d4, queen c7, and here comes e5. White is at once trying to gain an initiative by taking under control the center of the board. Knight d5, e takes d6, bishop takes d6, knight e4, and a bad move by black, c4. It's better to play bishop a6, taking under the control this diagonal. But after c4, black as if traps its bishop, and it's difficult to imagine how is black going to activate that bishop. Knight takes d6, queen takes d6, and now knight jumps to g5 square, Fischer starting an immediate attack. Knight ce7, a bad move. A better move is h6, though of course after knight e4, queen d8, white's position is better. White has an initiative, but let's go back. We see knight ce7 in this position, and here comes queen c2, threatening checkmate on h7. Knight g6, well, if you play f5 for example to close the diagonal, then queen e2 is very strong and black is losing a pawn. Let's go back. We see knight g6, here comes h4, threatening h5, knight f6, and now comes a strong move by white. Can you find that move? Ready? In this position Fischer sacrificed its knight on h7. Knight takes h7, well, king takes h7 is not good because of bishop f4 and black is losing its rook on b8. We see knight takes h7, h5, and black found quite a good move, knight h4. If you play knight e7 then bishop f4, and again black is losing its rook. We see knight h4, again this allows bishop f4, but after queen d8 taking on b8 is not good, because after knight takes g2, king takes g2, bishop b7, check f3, queen takes b8, black is just much better. Let's go back. That's why in this position Fischer didn't take on b8. He played g takes h4, rook b7, another good move by black, trying to exchange this rook with the white color bishop. Well, taking on b7 is not good because after bishop takes b7, light squares are weakened and black is threatening queen d5 or queen takes h4, and this is of course very bad for white. That's why in this position Fischer didn't take on b7, but instead he played another destructive move. Can you find that move? He played h6. We see queen takes h6, g6 is not good because of h5 move. And if g5 then simply bishop e5, and this is of course great for white. Let's go back. We see queen takes h4, h takes g7, king takes g7, and now comes rook e4, threatening bishop e5 check and taking the queen. Queen h5, And now another amazing move, rook e3. Look at this rook maneuver. Now white is threatening rook h3 and taking on h7. Playing at once rook e3 was not possible because if you play rook e3 at once, your bishop on f4 is hanging. That's why first rook e4, then after queen h5 here comes rook e3. f5, rook h3, and already black's position is just hopeless. Queen e8, bishop e5 check, knight f6, and queen d2 in order to switch in the attack the queen as well. King f7, queen g5, queen e7, bishop takes f6, queen takes f6, rook h7 check, king e8, queen takes f6, rook takes h7. Well, if you take on f6, then simply bishop takes b7 and white is a rook up. So rook takes h7, bishop c6 check, and in this position black resigned. If you play, for example, bishop d7, then after queen takes e6 check, rook e7, bishop takes d7, king d8, queen d6, white is easily winning the game. A great game by a 14-year-old Robert Fischer. Your comments please, and thanks for watching. Good luck.